He also wasn't wearing a shirt, but you tried your best not to focus on that. I am not. I am focusing very intently, very intently.
Are you lonely? Tired of living that boring life looking for love? Why not try our new dating game, app, where you can find the vampire of your dreams. In here, you can be any lass you'd like, and not even the intergalactic corporate hellscape will keep you away from love. Vampires in your area, please read the warnings before you proceed.
You dragged your feet up the stairs and down the halls of your apartment building. It was a long day at the Space Cafe, making drinks and politely listening to the same regulars making the same small talk. Weather has been weird lately. Can you believe it's the new year already? It's so busy here today, huh? You reached the hallway to your apartment. No matter. You were off work right now and had a few days off too, which was rare. You were free to spend a few days lazing about, reading your favorite magazine and doing some sketching. You fiddled your keys in the door, trying to coax the cheap lock to cooperate. Another complaint for the landlord. Just then, muffled yelling made its way out into the hallway. You could only sigh. You always do this! Ah, sure, it's always my fault. My parents are coming all the way from the Pleiades. I told you weeks ago. Whatever, I'm sick of this. I'm leaving. The door across from you jerked open, and a short Martian stomped out, slamming the door behind him and marching away down the hall. As you finally got your door unlocked, you could hear muffled sobbing. You winced sympathetically. Not even aliens could avoid the many pitfalls of relationship drama. You shook your head. You were going to be different. Someday soon, you would find real love and you'd have your happily ever after. Nothing was gonna stop you. Thud? You fell into your apartment and onto your face. Huh? You look back to find a small box right outside your door. You must have been so preoccupied that you missed it. Not even bothering to get up, you dragged the box over. I'm pretty sure I wasn't expecting a delivery. Sure enough, the tag on the box had your neighbor's name on it. You groaned and got up. This was the second time this week that he had received someone else's mail. You were starting to seriously suspect that the delivery man just wanted to mess with you. With some effort, you picked up the box and carried it over to your neighbor. You knocked on the door. No response. Ellis, the man who lived there, was always on the go, so no surprise he wasn't home. You gently placed the box down in front of the door. You should probably leave him a note. You grabbed a sticky note and pen from your apartment and scribbled down a note. This was in front of my door, Lion. Please check that the delivery address is correct, Lion. This was in front of my door. Hopefully you hadn't damaged it when you fell over it. Your efforts were wasted, though, as the door pulled open, revealing not your neighbor? Hello! Hey, hello! Can I help you? Your usual neighbor was a middle-aged man with black hair and warm brown eyes. The complete opposite of the man before you right now. This man had pale blue hair and was considerably taller. He also wasn't wearing a shirt, but you tried your best not to focus on that. I am not. I am focusing very intently, very intently. Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are you? He raised an eyebrow at that. Shouldn't I be asking that? So, are you gonna tell me what you want, or? Oh, right, God, this is awkward. Mail. I got Alice's mail by mistake. Mail, where's Alice? I got Alice's mail by mistake. The man bent down to pick up the box, pausing to regard the sticky note. Lion, huh? He smirked at you. How neighborly of you. I'll give this to Alice when he gets back. Before you could get a chance to reply, he stepped back inside and closed the door. You were left standing in the hallway, confused. That was rude! After another moment, you returned to your apartment. You grabbed a drink from the fridge and some leftovers before finally reaching your bedroom. Click on something, click on the PC when you're done looking around. Well, I have one. Okay, nothing lights up. I'm going to need to show y'all my mouse. Okay, let's click on the little magazine here. Rogue Magazine. It always has the hottest gossip and advice. One time, the horoscope even predicted the end of a relationship for you. Then again, the witch writing the horoscope is world famous, so it makes sense. The best thing about it is the quizzes, though. Your coworkers at the cafe always laughed at you for doing the quizzes in your breaks. But they're wrong. You won't be discouraged so easily! If Rogue Magazine says a vampire is your ideal match, then a vampire is your ideal match! Well, okay. I'm not clicking on that yet. The board game? Oh, sketchbook. Your sketchbook. Once you had dreamed of becoming an artist for Rogue Magazine, but turns out the starving artist stereotype exists for a reason. Right, Stuffy. Your cow plush. This plushie is very sentimental. Your last boyfriend had been disappointed in many ways, mostly kept ditching you during dates. Work, he said. Work turned out to be that harpy he was always with. Whatever. She can have him! You decide to buy yourself an emotional support cow instead. Benjamin the cow was way more comforting to have around. What about the window? The view. Your apartment may be cheap and small, and your neighbors may be loud and annoying, but you sure did get lucky to have a nice view of the Constellation City. Right, curtains? Nothing about the curtains. What about the poster? Lead singer of Zup. She's so cool. Pretty, successful, in a happy relationship. Unlike you! Calendar. No. Plans. No. Sticky notes. Something about putting away and folding your laundry, reading a book, and taking up yoga. One of these days, you'll get to these things. Anything else? Your bed. Home is where your own soft bed is. Where you can lazily read your favorite magazine or sob about your jerk ex-boyfriend cheating on you on your birthday. Not that he really deserved your energy anymore. You were only going to look towards the future from now on. Right, what about my chair? What about my boba? Soda. Everyone agrees Citrus Starburst is the best soda flavor, followed closely by Bubble Blue Potion. What about my slippers? The computer? Anything else? No? Computer. You barely opened the news page when a pop-up appeared. Single vampires in your area? That's sort of suspicious. But this might be a sign from the universe. Join now. What's your username? EpyksLion. Yeah. Welcome to Vamp Chat. Finding match? Finding what? You have been matched with Cupcake 1. Hi. Hey! You a guy? No, I'm not, sorry. No problem. Good luck in here. You too! Ah, god damn it! Well, I guess we're waiting for matches. I've been matched with Bandit XD. Hey! Sup? You down for some fun? What? Oh, come on. Send me your address. I'll make it worth it. No. Leave the chat. No would be funnier. I wanna extend his suffering. Whatever. What? God damn it! I've been matched with Damn Knox. He glanced out your window. It was dark. Ha! I'll try one more time, then I'll go to bed. Okay, let's go. Hey. Hello, hi, hello. So, question. I'm not sending you my address. Please don't ask for my address. I was gonna ask what your blood type was, but now I'm intrigued. Sorry, just had a bad day today. Here, you can have my address instead, as a peace offering. It's very funny. Violet Heights, apartment 8. Constellation City. Triple dots. You! Me? Yes, you're my neighbor! Oh, you! That's my line! And that's still the wrong address! Your apartment 10, not 8. That's why I keep getting the wrong mail! Your apartment 10! Oh no, God forbid you have to take 3 steps over here. You might damage more of my mail. Damage? You busted several of my blood bags. I wouldn't have kicked it if it hadn't been in front of my door. You kicked my mail? When I fell over it? Is it my fault that if you can't look where you're going? Leave chat. You're insufferable. Shit. No way your luck is that bad. You woke up before your alarm even went up. Honestly, you'd barely managed to sleep that night. But it's a new day now, stupid neighbor, stupid magazine, stupid Max boyfriend! You didn't look forward to working this tired. I will go with... Also, I totally wasn't choking there. Well, shut up. Okay, it was a new day now. Stupid neighbor, stupid magazine, stupid ex-boyfriend. It's a new day now! That's right. Positive thoughts. Feeling bad didn't help anyone. A new day will bring new opportunities. As for your new neighbor, you try being nice to him. You not think about him today. You would apologize for yesterday and cut ties. I'm gonna try being nice to him. You did kind of kick his mail. Soon enough, your alarm interrupts your thoughts. After a shower, you grabbed an apple from the kitchen and ran out the door. Work was only a few blocks away. If you ran, you could make it in 10 minutes, which you also did so you could sleep a little longer. You pushed open the doors to the Space Cafe and were immediately hit by the aroma of freshly baked scones and donuts. People were already chattering at the counter and your coworker zipped past you, carrying coffee on a platter. Morning, Lion. You waved at her and quickly headed to the back to put on your uniform. Uniform policy was a little lax, so at least you had options. Oh, I think this is cuter though. I really feel this is a lot cuter. But this though, this. I'm gonna go for the shorts. You quickly got dressed. The day went by slowly, as couple after couples came in for their weekend dates. You had to fight off the urge to roll your eyes. You smiled happily to yourself as you watched them. You were too tired to care. I'm gonna smile happily. You couldn't help it. You were a hopeless romantic through and through. Finally, you reached the last stretch of your shift. It was late afternoon, and though the chattering had not died down at all, you knew it would at least be someone else's problem soon. Looking up, you glanced over at the crowded cafe. There were quite a few interesting guests. A were-girl was sitting by herself at a table picking at her food. By the register, a fiendish woman and a fae were playfully arguing over who would pay the bill. Meanwhile, an older couple were sitting by a window, seriously bickering over desserts. By the door, a tiny golem was holding the door for another equally small golem. You watch as they step out, and yet another customer came in. He was a tall man with red eyes and pale blue hair. Wait, wasn't that your neighbor? Quickly escape to the staff room, duck behind the counter, be professional about this. I'ma be nice. I'ma be nice. You straightened up a little and gave him your best attempt at a warm smile. Hey, neighbor. That seemed to freeze him in place for a moment. Then he went right back to his smug demeanor. Well, isn't this a delightful coincidence? He was wearing a bright pink sunglasses and blue button-up. Plastered on his face was an amused grin, showing off 2 very sharp fangs. Can I get you anything? What a great coincidence, you smiled brightly. Yeah, delightful, you said sarcastically. Oh, I mean, this would open up to a lot of flirting, but I'm pretty sure the dev did not mean for it to open up to flirting. It will be fun, though. It could be fun. It could be fun. Your brain quickly defaulted to your usual customer service questions. He didn't seem fazed by you ignoring the earliest tape. Should I have gone for the other choice then? Well, I will. I'ma just go for it. Yeah, what a great coincidence. He looked at you like he was considering something for a second. Are you always... Never mind. Could I get an espresso to go? Sure. Can I have your name, please? You pulled out a cup and got your marker ready, determined to see this through. It's Lennox, but you could just call me Knox. Knox left soon after you handed him his coffee. You lingered a while past the end of your shift, so you could be sure to not run into him. You had lived in cramped apartments long enough to know that the worst thing in the world was getting caught in the elevator with someone you weren't thrilled to talk to. Fortunately, your apartment in Violet Heights was only the second floor, so you rarely took the elevator anyways. Then again, being caught in the stairwell couldn't be much better. I mean, that's where you could make out. You made your way down the hallway to your door, thanking the stars that there was no one there. Why couldn't you even be happy for me? You let out an audible sigh. Oh, this again. Oh, yes, I'm so happy that you decided to abandon me here while you go to chase your dreams. You fiddled with your lock, cursing the landlord with every unsuccessful jiggle of your key. So I should just give up on everything so you can be happy? You were fine with that when I was the one leaving everything behind for you. Your door finally clicked open, and you quickly stepped in. You quickly pulled off your shoes and tossed them haphazardly to an unoccupied corner. You should probably eat something before you unwind. Well, I guess I can click on things now. The oven. Oven. I don't think I've ever used this. It was a really good thing you couldn't bake, or else the cafe might have put you on the real early shift. Let's look outside. No, the cabinets, the table. Frick. You had skipped out on getting groceries on your last day off because you were too tired. I should really do some grocery shopping soon. Okay, the oven. You found some leftovers inside and just heated them. It didn't take long for the microwave to ding, letting you know your meal was ready. You munched on your leftovers as you headed to your computer. You turned on your PC to do some browsing. Ding. A notification. Where's that screaming coming from? Right. It's not me. It's coming from apartment 7. Ugh, can they shut up? I'm gonna complain. They're just having a hard time right now. Lol, they don't ever stop. Good luck with that. So, Lion. Yeah? Want to send me your address? Let me think about it. You should have it since it's on your mail for some unexplainable reason. Yes, unexplainable. A real mystery. We'll never know why. Actually, I wanted to ask what you're doing on this site. Are you judging me for being on the site we're both using? Not at all. Actually, I own the site, lol. I forgot about it until recently. You had to make a whole site to find someone willing to put up with you? Or maybe I just needed a snack. Anyway, I've told you why I'm here. Your turn. Okay, fair is fair. Well, yeah, I'm looking for love, I guess. I want romance in my life. A magazine told me to. Oh my god, I'm looking for love! And how's that working out? Well, I'm talking to you, so... Great! I am great, aren't I? Oh, Alice is back. Gotta go. Later. The next day, you woke up in a panic. You had overslept, or your alarm hadn't gone off. Well, that's what you thought. Until you got to the kitchen and checked your work schedule. Turns out you had the day off. Once you had finished breakfast, you quickly showered and got dressed. Normally, days off were for staying in PJs and lazing about, but you had to get groceries today. Let me guess, we're gonna bump into our favorite neighbor. You sped through your shopping, wanting to spend as little of your precious day of doing chores as possible. You glanced over your basket of groceries. It seemed like you had everything. You could probably stop by the snacks aisle. You could get your neighbor something. Yeah, why not? You could do something nice. No, you didn't want to make another detour. Let's get him something. To make up for the blood bags, you meandered over to the snack aisles, browsing your options. What did vampires like? Coffee and blood? Fortunately, there were plenty of candies just for that. Bloody Lips, blood-based candies, Coffee Heart candy, Plasma Delights, blood-infused chocolate. I mean, ooh. I feel like this is important. Bloody Lips, because I want him to smooch me. You quickly put it in your shopping basket. A laughing from behind you somewhere stopped you in your tracks before you could leave the aisle. Your heart sped up as you slowly turned around. A few steps down from you, a woman with violet skin and red hair was laughing with a man. They acted like teenagers in love, although they were clearly much older than that. Normally, this sort of thing would have had you smiling to yourself and fantasizing about your prospective happily ever after. This scene, however, was doing the opposite for you in this moment. It suddenly felt like your future was bleak and hopeless. These people were not strangers. Well, one of them, the man at least, was your ex-boyfriend. The woman was not the one he had cheated on you with. Oh, god damn it, you're still up to your shenanigans! Old habits die hard, you supposed, as he and the woman whispered to each other. You quickly and quietly stepped away. You're frozen in place, unable to move, stunned. You sighed and left quickly before you crossed the scene. Well, I guess I quickly and quietly step away. You couldn't believe now that you had ever seen anything in him. You'd been entirely smitten before. Now in hindsight, you were disappointed and past you for being so dumb. The walk home felt longer than usual as your mind whirled with thoughts of the past. So many regrets. So many bad decisions. You quietly walked down the familiar hallway to your apartment. Something was different, though. Standing in the hallway were some of your neighbors, carrying boxes out of their apartment in silence. It was about time they went their separate ways. You felt bad for them. It was about time. You knew all about holding on for way too long. This was the better outcome. You stepped into your apartment. You'd barely closed the door behind you when you heard your computer beep from your room. Did you see the screaming neighbors are leaving? I was gonna go over there today, but they were already moving stuff out. I saw. What's up with you? Ran into my ex. I'm just having a bad day. Wait. You stared at your screen for a few more minutes, but no new message came. You wondered what he was up to right as there was a knock on your door. It was him. Could you put on a shirt? My dude! I mean, I know our neighbors just moved out, but anyone could walk in on us at this very moment. What could he want? And he was shirtless yet again. It was very distracting. Very, very distracting. Very, very distracting. See something you like? Yes! Here. He handed you something. A full tub of ice cream? It'll help. I know for a fact because if it's enough to help Alice and his issues, it'll definitely help you. You couldn't help but laugh. It was endearing. You teared up a little. It was endearing. Alice being consoled by ice cream was a funny thought. Knox bringing you ice cream to help was perhaps even funnier. Thank you. Delighted to be of service. The rest of your day off fortunately went off much better. There was no denying the ice cream definitely helped. Thank you for the ice cream yesterday. No worries. Can't let my favorite neighbor suffer too much. Be honest, I'm the only neighbor you know, aren't I? Oh, I want to tease him. Details. 2 days later. Knox! Yes, Lion? May I help you with something? I got your mail again! I wonder how that happened. Do try not to kick it. Bloodstains are so difficult to deal with. You're doing it on purpose now. Maybe I'm just looking for an excuse to see my favorite neighbor. What? You're just so cute when you're mad. Sounds like you want more of your mail destroyed. Lol, I'll come get it in a bit. If what? If you agree to come with me to the Saturn Festival next weekend. Oh, Sure, it's a date? Sure is. I have a date with a vampire! A few days later, I paused on the walk home from the store. Rogue Magazine had finally put out a new edition, and you couldn't wait another second to read it. Specifically the horoscope. You pulled the glossy magazine from your bag and opened the horoscopes page, scanning over it until you found yours. Today is a day for making your own fate. Don't wait. Forge your own path today and see what happens. Forge your own path. Into his bedroom! Those words repeated in your head all the way home. You okay? You nearly bumped into. Should you forge your own path just this once? Kiss! Now or never. Yippee! With your heart pounding in your ears, you took a leap of faith. Nox seemed caught off guard for only a second as your lips collided. Then you felt his hands on the small of your back as he pulled you into him, deepening the kiss. It felt as though a million butterflies had spawned in your stomach as his fangs brushed over your lips. It was a kiss that felt as though it could last an eternity, and yet it ended far too soon. Nox pulled back. Careful. I'll bite, you know. That was a sultry tone to his voice. That's what I want! Why do you think I'm dating a vampire? Can't believe you beat me to it. I'm glad I did. You couldn't keep the smile off your face. Are you free right now? Let's go get something to eat. I thought our first date was this weekend. He shrugged. I suddenly don't feel like waiting anymore. Yay! That's the end of it! So, that was single vampires in your area. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. And, gotta say, I love games where you can banter with the love interest. I love games where you can tease them to bits. And, it's even better if they bite back or if they're being, absolutely pathetic about it. I just love games like these, and this has been incredibly fun. But legit, thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you all in another video. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next one. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.